Interesting in this world, aren't they? So let's see what we can do out here. Let's see what we can have some fun with, you know? I'll get some new stuff pretty soon, you know. Oh, we got a thumbs up. Oh, that's awesome. Life is good. Oh, how you doing, Krista? Jim, how you doing? Bullfrog. Yeah, work can be daunting sometimes, but it's a living. At least I work for a living, you know. Um, that being said, you know, things are getting this. I'm glad you are, Krista. I'm glad you are. God bless you. Give a shout out to Donna. You're a classy lady, Donna. So yeah. Everything's going good. Everything's going great. And there's certain things I can't talk about right now, so don't ask. No, they do not. They do not work. And the ones who do, well, they become a part of the educated class, where they've never even lifted a shovel in their life. They've never built anything in their life, and they lecture everyone else. You know what I mean? They've had the most cushiest jobs, the bureaucratic jobs, the cushiest bureaucratic jobs, and they just. Thank you. Name I can't pronounce. How you doing? I don't think that's any of your business. Just enjoy the stream. Anyway, we're having a good time here. Work is over. I was doing some riding. I rode back today, and I still want to, once again, I thank my good friend, Mr. Bruce Eclectic, for giving me that e-bike. It's been a lifesaver. It's made my commute a lot more easier. It's okay. It's okay, Gogot. All right, we got 24 views and only 2 likes. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. That's it's got 4 wolves in the middle, so yeah. And yeah, it's interesting. So we got some good stuff going here. Yeah, my life is getting pretty good. I worked today. I did what I had to do. Although, you know, I'm not going to say much, but jobs, my employer's acting a little iffy. Let's just say that at least. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I mean? So true. So true. Oh, that's good. That's good. Krista. Hello, Jess. I think it's 25 miles per hour. I mean 25. Hello, Presley. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. All right. I know what you came here to see. You came here to see me with blades, right? No, it's just a flag. That's true, Gogot. Oh, thank you, Presley. I'm a Christian, so I try to be as respectable with people. As long as you respect me, I'll respect you. You know, that's how I see it. If you give me respect, you'll get respect. That's how I see it. Thank you, Gogot. Anyway, I'm glad you agree, Presley. For the new people in here, this is an outdoor hobbyist kind of channel. It's changed over the years. I've done a lot of different things with this channel. I've brought in some of my other passions with my channel. I have many passions, by the way. One is writing. I wrote a script. Sometimes, Gogot. I mostly do target practice and archery, crossbow stuff. That's winter for you, Krista. That's winter for you. Well, that's very good, Gogot. Now, I also do a lot of things on this channel, and a lot of it revolves around home defense and self-defense. And you know, and what I do is alternatives. What I do around here is basically put on alternative self-defense tools that if you don't have a firearm, you could use effectively. So another thing I do here is alternative self-defense tools for those who can't get firearms. I'm not telling you that, Presley. It was when I was a kid. It was blue. So blue. So true, Gogot. Anyway, that being said, we're doing okay. And like I said before, that's very good, Grizz. Well, bye, Presley. Nice to meet you. Okay. What's a serious question, Patrick Andre? See you, Jess. Nice to meet you. God bless you. Anyway, like I said, this. Well, you certainly can defend yourself, Patrick. I wouldn't say that if you're talking about revenge territory, I mean, that's a whole different can of worms we're talking about. So I don't know what exactly you mean by that. I mean, self-defense is just self-defense. It's fending off somebody. Yes. You might be right, Grizz. I'm reminded. I watched an old news clip of a guy who basically had a battle axe and basically. Well, that's two different things, Patrick. Very much so. Two different things. If you're talking about revenge, revenge is something is a whole different can of worms you're talking about, and has a whole different connotation. You know what I mean? All I do is basically offer alternatives for self-defense. Nothing more, nothing less. You know. Now, I do believe, and here's the thing: I do believe if someone's attacking you, you have a right, if you feel that your life is threatened, to end their life. You know, because that's what it says in the Bible. You have a right to do that as a natural right. That's um, it seems the left doesn't like that right because their pet criminals get deleted in that scenario. Hence the reason why they have all these laws which outlaws people's right to defend themselves in a lot of blue states and countries where the left is in charge. Thank you, Patrick. Uh, well, that being said, I don't agree with that assumption, Grizz, at all. I believe that the second you initiate violence on somebody without provocation is the second that you forfeit your life. You know what I mean? And you deserve whatever comes to you. You know? See, I disagree with that, Grizz, wholeheartedly. The second you initiate any kind of violence against somebody, you just threaten their lives. Okay? The person being attacked has every right to take yours now. You just forfeited your life. Let me explain to you, Maryland. I don't. They're not even in my story. I don't know why you would think they're there. Now there are shotguns in my story, but no, there are no less than lethals and nasty goblins. Everything's lethal in the story, so it depends on what. It depends on where you are, Grizz. If you live in a blue state, yeah. Um, if you live in a red state like Florida, they have stand your ground laws. They also have home to castle doctrines in Florida, where they literally say if someone breaks in your house, you can kill them and be legally impugned to do so. If someone attacks you, yeah, you can't be charged with murder in Florida if it's proven that the attack was unprovoked. If you only defend, if it was proven that you defended yourself. I mean, so it depends on where you are. I mean, in blue states, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to worry about that a little bit more. But if you live in red states, let's say Texas, like Idaho, um, a lot of the southern states, you don't have to worry about that as much because they have something called the stand your ground doctrine. In Florida, for example, stand your ground means if someone initiates force on you, and there's a similar laws in Texas, you just forfeited your life. Bottom line. Oh boy, I'm not. Here's the thing. I have no problem with anybody. This is anybody, to be honest with you. I'm just I cannot speak on. I think what you're trying to do is get me to speak on certain things that I cannot talk about right now. And I'm sorry, Grandpa, I cannot talk about that. And it has nothing to do with anybody's walk of life. Nothing. This is men with a dispute, a simple dispute. You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with the walk of life. Only in self-defense, Grizz. Only in self-defense. If someone attacks you, yes, you can kill them. Understand your ground, in castle doctrines, yes. You know what I mean? Trump has promised to basically extend self-defense rights even to blue states by challenging the the blue state laws as unconstitutional. I think that's a good thing. If he keeps that promise, it's going to be nice. He said that he would challenge a lot of blue state laws and say they have to comply with the Constitution of the United States, which says that every man has a right to bear arms and every man has a right to defend themselves. You know what I mean? If the blue state laws are challenged in court, well, then they can't enforce them because they would be nullified under federal law. Um, so that might be a good thing. That I might get my self-defense rights even if I live in Maryland. Well, I don't know if that's the case, but I do know that this is a personal matter. This is not a matter I can discuss at this point. Um, I'm being civilized as I can. I would have hoped to avoid this situation, but unfortunately, I tried to make a peaceful route, but it didn't work. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Well, I would say this. It's called stand your ground. I would hope that person would not do anything stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, stand your ground. Look them up in Florida. Texas has similar laws. The thing is, when those laws are in place, the crime is a lot lower. You wanna know why that is? Because you fear getting, because the criminal fears the citizen. You know, like I said, these laws only apply to self-defense. There's a good example of this. I can give a good example of Florida's stand your ground law, where, um, for example, there was a guy called Dylan Nuno, and he was a bully in high school, and he got off the bus, and basically he was going to attack without provocation this boy, Jorg Savadra, and Jorg Savadra, fearing for his life, he pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed him in the gut several times. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So that's what happened, and stabbed him in the gut several times, and took 12 stab wounds before he bled out and died. You know what I mean? But you think that kid would be going to jail for murder, but no, because of stand your ground laws. You know what I mean? Basically, he had a right to defend himself. He felt his life was threatened. This kid was on the aggressive side towards him, and Dylan Nuno lost his life. But guess what? Guess what? George Savadra walked free, and I think it should be like that. No, no, Grandpa. No. Um, I don't know why you would think about doing something like that. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? Unless you're a warped individual, like like what's his name? That guy. Oh yeah, that guy. Jeffrey Dahmer. Not really. There's when someone's in that Grandpa. I mean Grizz. Grizz. When someone is in that mode, okay, you cannot. Someone's in that kind of like fight or flight mode. There's no way to determine. You're not thinking rationally. You're in a kind of a high intense emotion, like a high instinct kind of thing. Muscle memory takes over. Uh, you're both scared, and you just things slow down. You know what I mean? So no, I don't believe in reasonable force. It's a liberal point of view, and I don't believe in it. No, there's no such thing as reasonable force. There's only, I don't think so. I think it was self-defense and was proven self-defense. Watch the video. Those little Antifa assholes attacked, and they deserved everything they got. In my opinion. Like I say, you attack people, you hit people with skateboards. You have every right. I think Cowardness had every right to basically use a hole puncher on these aggressors. Exactly, Rooster. If I go out and attack somebody, yeah, there's a consequence for that. You know? I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. You're in fight or flight mode. I mean, I agree, Grandpa. So it's a lot of bullcrap. I don't think there's no amount of reasonable force, Grizz. I disagree with that assumption wholeheartedly. I think that when you use force on another human being, that human being has every right to use any amount of force that they deem necessary on you. Oh, that guy. I don't really care about. Here's the thing. I don't really glorify those kinds of people. You realize that, right? Those people are sick degenerates. All right. I'm not perfect myself, but boy, those people are sick and twisted. You know. Though, and I'm glad that a lot of those people are dead. You know. So Patrick, I don't. I think that I don't watch those kind of films. I don't like the negativity. I do like monster movies from time to time, but amen, Grandpa. All right, I don't watch that kind of stuff, but the thing is, here a lot of people have misconceptions about me. Well, that's history for you, Rooster. Exactly, Bullfrog. Look, uh, you may look at me, you probably see someone that is maybe dangerous, but I would never try to harm anybody. But I will defend myself if necessary. I believe in being peaceful until it's time not to be peaceful. Um, you try to be cool with everybody until they're not cool with you. You know, um, I'm not going to basically get. I don't try to get involved in drama most of the time. You know, um, there's no glorifying that. None. I do not glorify evil, so I don't do that. The only thing I watch, to be honest with you, is monster movies, and I do watch some paranormal stuff. Stuff about I guess like cryptids, sometimes UFOs, uh, like stuff like that. Just weird stuff. But oh, thank you, Patrick. Well, I didn't see it, Grizz. Patrick. That being said, we're doing well. The thing is, I am so glad. I did an interview. I did an interview with for my channel, 411 Outdoors, years back. A few years back, I did a 411 Outdoors interview, and he was a great guy. You know what I mean? And we've been in contact with each other for a while. And I suggested some repeating crossbows to him, and he eventually got one. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't watch the last one. Like I said, I really don't want to talk to you. I just go away, okay? See, I don't talk to the uncivilized, to the unreasonable. Anyway, it's not worth mentioning. Like I said, he's made some parodies of me. Um, I have not watched them because I've heard they were really horrible. They mock Christianity. They try with, and he made me look the opposite of how I am. And the thing is, I'm gonna take the high road on this one because you're making parodies, and that's okay. But as long as people know they're parodies, and that's all I really wanted to do is say, just don't make the claim that they're my work. That's all. And that's what I was trying to ask you to do, politely. You know what I mean? Just make sure that they know they're parodies. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, great werewolf film. Um, Inaccurate. Grizz, I believe that you could put the stinky fart on him. I believe it. I believe it. That being said, oh, that's funny. I was watching a parody music video, just an original parody music video called "Lights and Farts." It was hilarious. Well, um, I'm not that nasty, so probably not. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Of course, Sam Hyde is well, he looks his hair is darker than mine. Uh, but I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get nasty goblins back on the ground, back off the ground. I'm going to try to get the script out there. Um, you know something? Uh, well, we don't live in that age, Bullfrog. All I can say is this: is that I tried to be reasonable. I tried, but he has a personal vendetta against me. What can you say? Well, the thing is, like I said, I don't want to talk about too much because, well, I don't want to talk about too much for legal reasons. I'm not going to talk about it. Moose. All I do when I want, if we can talk like civilized men, uh, Moose, me and you trying to air this out, okay? I think there's misunderstandings here. Look, all I want, Moose, is just to basically, you can have your parodies. I don't mind that part. I just you've made some claims before that some of the parodies were my work. And that's my only grievance with you, Moose. My only grievance. Okay? My only grievance. You made the contention that and you can say you didn't, but I can look at the recordings and you've said it in your own mouth. No, man. You've said some of the parodies, not all of them, were my work. And that's the only thing that I have contention about. I have nothing against you making parodies. Nothing against that. I'm being reasonable here. All I ask you to do is to ensure to let people know that your parodies aren't my work. I do not want to get, that's all I want. Because a lot of people are coming to me and saying that I wrote this. And they're saying to me that you said that I wrote this. And a lot of people are confusing your work with my work. That's all. And I don't like that. And that's all I had to say to you. And I tried to come to you like a man and hash this out. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm going to say about it. And this is why I guarded my script from you, Moose, at the time. No, a lot of the things you write aren't my work. using my voice for AI to make it sound like I said these things is another thing that I have a grievance with. You know what I mean? I'm being reasonable with you, man. I know that, Moose. But people are coming to me, Moose, and they're mistaking that stuff with my stuff. And that's the reason I came to you. Okay? And then you just told me, then your answer to me to this question, I try to go through Dave, talk to you, be reasonable. And you said, fuck you. Mm-hmm. How nice. But that's okay. You made them, Moose. They're in Dave's channel. You're the producer of Dave's podcast. You made those. All I ask you to do is put a little disclaimer saying, it's not mine. It's not my script. It's not me. Yeah, but you said on live streams, oh, you have a new script out. Oh, look at this new script that you made. Oh, I saw your Nasty Goblin script. Remember that? That's all. You know what I mean? And I wasn't liking that very much because I had these people coming to me. Oh, I saw your new script. Yeah. You played them, Moose. You're the producer of Dave's podcast. Okay? You played them. And all I ask of you is one simple favor, is to say that they're your work and not mine. Particularly one of your little segments using my voice is not the original Nasty Goblin script. It is your version of it. Yeah, and you're the one who played me. You can see them on the live stream. Look, I'm still willing, Moose, to basically come to the negotiating table with you. I don't want to do civil litigation, okay? Just put a disclaimer out, please. You know what I mean? That's all I ask. I'm not saying you've done nothing wrong. I get it. You were trolling. You're having a little fun. But please, just put out a disclaimer as a courtesy. You have to understand, Moose. I wrote Nasty Goblins. I still got the script. Because of you, Moose, I had to basically hide the script from you. Because I knew what you're going to do. Now, you're going to do your parodies. I get that. I don't know you that well yet. That's earned position, Jan. Well, man, I don't want to sue you, but you're forcing my hand. Know what I mean? See, you're being petty, Moose. You're being petty. That's your problem. You're petty. You're petty. Know what I mean? I'm trying to be all civilized here, you know? What can you do? Very funny, Patrick. Nothing wrong with a little Subway. Oh, man. We live in a digital age. If I want to prove it, I could prove it. I would hope it wouldn't have to come to this, man. You know? Jan, this revolves around a script. Thank you, Poppy. Dude, there's literally recordings on live stream of you saying, "Oh, I love your new script," and you playing like my AI voice with some disgusting stuff, which is a false, nasty goblin script that you wrote, not me. A little. You think I can't get the recordings of that? I can get them. I already got them. Yeah, this is about nasty goblins. Yeah. Well, that's a parody. That's an obvious parody. But there's one that really kind of offended my sensibilities was because, well, you made the claim that it was my work. That's the only thing that I took offense from. It was my writings. That's the only thing I took offense from. I even kind of laughed at that, your little parody of Nasty Goblins. Yeah, well, there was no chainsaw on both ends, but the point is that it's not my story, it's not my script. I think the only reason this started was because I refuse. Here's the thing. I stayed true to my artistic vision. Moose was thinking about putting Nasty Goblins as a movie. I was going to work with them. I really was. But I told Moose from the get go, it's gotta be true to my vision of it. You know what I mean? It can't be perverted or nothing. It can't be. And Moose literally wanted to put gay characters into my story, and I said, no, no, I'm not doing that. I made Nasty Goblins as anti woke kind of movie. It's like an anti woke kind of script. So I was against that, dead set against that. Hence the reason why the whole gay parodies. You know what I mean? Well, I'm a Christian, for starters, Jan. I don't think that's the right way to live. And number two, Nasty Goblins was a script about masculinity. It was about standing up, fighting monsters, and taking a stand for your community and being a hero. It's about 10 guys who face impossible odds who come out on top. And they're working class white guys. That was the story. I didn't say everything that happened in the story, but he used a lot of my premises, to create something that was not Nasty Goblins. That's true, Bullfrog. Very true. Never identify as. Yeah, it's a parody, Moose. It's a parody. I have the original script. Moose has created a fake script. And he's made parodies. That's all he's made. I don't think he ever planned to put a movie out. Exactly, Terry. I'll put it out eventually. This script is under lock and key for now because, well, you know why. Anyway. Thank you, Bullfrog. I was told by my friends about the recent parody that he made of me. I would say that Moose's sense of humor is not that good. It's a sick sense of humor, I will say, and a lot of people didn't like it. I heard a lot of people left that stream because of that. That it wasn't funny. Yeah, he's got a sense of humor where he likes to hurt people. Yeah, I heard what he did to Seasons. No, Jeb, I wrote my own script. And because I wouldn't share the script with Moose because of what he wanted to do, he wanted to turn Nasty Goblins into something I wouldn't allow it to be. I wasn't going to work with him anymore. Hence where the parodies come in. Yeah, you released a parody. But my script is still here. Okay? You released a parody. A very sick comedy, to be honest with you. I didn't find it funny, be honest with you, in an instant. You're about as funny as Will Ferrell, and that's saying something. You're. No, it's not. Like I said, it's difficult to deal with Moose. I'm working with someone else now to put my movie out. I'm going to be working with someone else to put my movie out. Someone who's more, how can I say, based. Who wants to see a based movie, Well, I can give it whatever title I want. I can change the title from Nasty Goblins to something else. Needless to say, I can needless to say, but the script is secure. Like I said, I was willing to be nice. I was willing to be civilized with you, Moose, but you're petty. Very petty. You're right about that. You're right. Anyway, life is good. I have money in my pocket. God is with me. What could more man want? Jeb, I'm going to release my. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be a film. Okay. I'm trying to get a studio to read the script. People who have really got experience in film, like an independent studio. I'm not going to. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Jan. Well, if you want to contact me, go on Instagram. I'm Justin Wolf Energy on Instagram. Contact me. And the thing is, I was never against that. Brian K. Here's the thing. Brian K. made a parody. I had no problem with that. You know, it was not nasty goblins, clearly. You know what I mean? You know? And that was okay with me. You know? It was funny, too. It was kind of funny. I laughed about it a little bit. Thank you, Jan. Well, you're talking to a Christian, Planet Moose. What do you think? It's a part of my belief. You know, I have a belief, you know. And like I said, I have no problem with parody. And like I said, I have no problem with parody. The only problem I had with you, Moose, is when you made claims that your parody, one of your parodies, was my work. And then, well, you get it. That was my only grievance with you, Moose. That was it. I cannot say this again. I can't stress it again. Nope, Bullfrog, not in the least. Not in the least. There will be nothing like that. There's nothing like that in my script. Nothing. No, Planet Moose. No. I don't know why. I know why you do this, because you know I'm against these things. So you put these things out. Thank you. Name I cannot pronounce. No. The answer is no. Because it's not what the script is about. It's about a small town. Uh, you know, I've had this out, you know. Only to burn it down, Bullfrog. Mhm. Hello, Parasola. How you doing? How you doing? Exactly. Grandpa. Yep. And the point is here is that my original Nasty Goblin script is intact and it's ready to go. Unfortunately, I have to go through somebody else. I tried to work with Moose, but that wasn't going to happen. I mean, that dude's crazy, so I'm not gonna. I don't know what happened there. I can't make any you know. Yeah, you could say that. Parasola. How you doing, Camo Camper? How you doing? If you just came in, give me some likes. Um, got off of work, having a good time. Me and Moose just have conflicts of interest. That's all it really is. Oh, thank you, Jeb. Exactly, Chris. Hmm. Any tips upon Miles into the background lately? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what that means. I guess I don't. Ask me later. I'll answer the question if I just don't get that right now. Um. Oh. Yeah, I'm planning on some trips. Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly true. Certainly true, Grandpa's Revenge. Awesome art studio. All right, all right. Well, um, I've known to draw a few sketches in my time as well, you know. Um, can you do animation? We might be able to work together. Um, all right, we got 15 likes. I'm running out of things to talk about. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of more stuff. I'm doing a lot more things. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm working hard at the same time. I'm trying to do my best. I'm about to go on a new diet. I mean, ugh. Got my blade. Yeah, I'm running out of things to talk about. I guess I'll talk to you later. God bless you, because I got to take my cholesterol meds. Part of getting old. And yes, I'm about to turn 44. So my birthday is coming up in November on Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble. God bless everybody, and all glory goes to God. Amen.